creative ways to get him involved.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Wants to throw again. Moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. So Kentucky's offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Got it in the middle, it's Gilmore. Breaks into the open. And the tackle was made, but not before that completion gets him 30+. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. The running back has it. He breaks a tackle. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On third down, going up top. Got it in the middle, it's Gilmore. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Etheridge. Touchdown, Kentucky! The offense cashing it in on that drive. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
On the move from inside is 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll leave it with him. Finds a little space. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Makes the grab. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. On target over the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit him right in the middle of the field.
Makes the catch. It's Rodriguez. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got him downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Takes a handoff. It's Wilcox. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Fires to the right. And his man. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Aggie! And with that one, they jump. Quarterback may change this route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the right. It's caught. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Skips away from pressure. That's caught. It's Bussey. Tripped up for the tackle.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Makes the pass. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
Looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got the quick pass. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
The throw to the outside is complete. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. They have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Bussey. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Gonna look downfield again. Caught near the sticks. It's Bussey. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Now improvising. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the move. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gilmore. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Rodriguez. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Great play by the defense, and they're expecting this, right? In a 2-minute situation, they've got a 2-possession lead. They got a lot of DBs out on the field, and everybody's eyes are just on the quarterback. They're all seeing it thrown, and they're breaking on the ball, and they come away with a nice interception.
Catch in the middle, it's Weary. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Texas A&M going up tempo. Back to pass. Keeps looking downfield. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And his throw is incomplete.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
He's got it. First down and more. And the Aggies will move the sticks. First down, 10 yards to go. To the air on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Wants to go up top on first down. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense, look at him. Great job.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And that one's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Off the play fake. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Looking to scramble. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, they're